Today is a special day, and your guardian angel has a powerful message for you. It's something that touches your soul, breaking the barriers of time and space. Imagine destiny weaving its paths, connecting you to someone who was once lost in their own selfishness. He lived in a world where he was the center, always seeking attention and recognition. Like a sun attracting followers, he craved constant approval. Blinded by egocentrism, he couldn't see beyond his own reflection, trapped in a superficial life. His concern was only with a perfect image, believing it was essential for social success. True love was a distant concept to him, surrounded by people interested only in their own benefits, never knowing his true self. He was so focused on impressing others that he seemed to have forgotten to care for his own soul, to nurture his spiritual center. Everything he did was to gain approval, trying to fill an inner void with compliments and applause. Every step he took, every person he involved, was part of a meticulous plan to maintain his image of perfection. He only approached someone if it helped sustain this facade. He valued wealth above all and sought recognition as someone successful and popular. Every step was calculated to strengthen his public image and social status. He believed that accumulating material goods and receiving admiration were the true signs of success and happiness. His personal health, both physical and emotional, was neglected in favor of appearance and prestige. Others' opinions about him were his absolute priority, determining all his actions and choices. But there was a dark shadow in his personality, a facet he hid, but that strongly influenced his views and behaviors. He associated with people who despised the law, who lived for pleasure and excitement without thinking of the consequences. This company fueled his self-destructive behavior and emotional detachment. He engaged in activities that provided immediate satisfaction, but deepened his inner void. When you met, he never looked anyone in the eyes, as if avoiding the chance to create a true connection. He treated relationships like a chess game, where people were just pieces he manipulated to maintain his impeccable image and satisfy his ego. Trapped in a superficial world, he couldn't see the depth and value of human connections. But then, during one of those encounters, something different happened. Your eyes met and, in that moment, he was transported to a dimension where you shone with an intense light. He saw in you an angelic purity, a healing aura that emanated from your essence so strongly that it was impossible to ignore. To him, you were a true angel, and this angelic energy was undeniable. In your presence, a deep sense of tranquility invaded his soul. The storm of thoughts that tormented him daily ceased instantly. He felt enveloped by your spirituality, impressed by your dedication to your spiritual path and the search for a divine connection. You were a source of magic, capable of making wishes come true with ease, something he had always dreamed of but never achieved on his own. Your intuition was sharp, your healing ability visible, and your presence radiated bold confidence. This combination of qualities intrigued him deeply, as he struggled in vain to heal his own internal wounds and approach the divine. Every time he observed you, he felt more inspired by your spirituality and admired your authenticity. Your indifference to others' opinions was something he also desired, but until then seemed unattainable. When you appeared in his life, he was completely immersed in the task of creating an image that pleased others. He constantly sought an identity that matched societal norms, believing this facade was necessary to be accepted and admired. He spent most of his time and energy maintaining this appearance, neglecting his true needs and desires. But you stood out as a beacon of authenticity, a light guiding him through the darkness of insecurity and doubt. He felt inspired and, at the same time, a little scared by your presence because you represented true love, something he had never known. The way you lived, with so much truth and sincerity, left him deeply admired. He believed you were unique and special, radiating a positive and captivating energy that irresistibly attracted him. It was not just a matter of appearance, but something much deeper. He saw in you an emotional and spiritual strength that he couldn't find in anyone else. You were a mystery, a person with a depth that fascinated him and made him want to know more, to dive into that energy. But there was a problem. He knew he wasn't the only one to notice this. Your light attracted many admirers, and this made him insecure. He put you on a pedestal, idealizing you to the point of seeing you as almost unattainable. This idealization made him doubt himself, his own capabilities. Could he live up to this ideal? Could you, with all your light, look at him in a special way? He felt inadequate, struggling against his own inner demons that repeatedly told him he wasn't good enough. The fear that you would never want him paralyzed him. He saw you as someone untouchable, unreachable, making him feel small and insignificant. But the connection he felt with you was deeply spiritual. He saw in you a person with such rich and vibrant spirituality that it inspired him to be better. Your way of connecting with the divine, your way of living with purpose and clarity, something he had never experienced before, motivated him to explore his own spirituality and seek a deeper meaning for his existence. He observed how you lived life with an inner peace, a certainty he longed to understand. This strength you carried made him want to discover more about himself, to find that part of him that was dormant, waiting to awaken. He wanted to learn to be as focused and at peace with himself as you were. To grow and know himself, he began to realize that to live according to the love he felt for you, he first needed to learn to love and accept himself. It was a challenge he had never faced but was willing to confront. He needed to find his own authenticity, live according to his own values and beliefs, rather than molding himself to others' expectations. This meant he had to face his fears head-on, deal with his insecurities, and strive to be the best version of himself. He began to value internal journeys, self-analysis, and self-awareness more. Every day, he worked hard to be more truthful to himself and others. He wanted to be someone he could be proud of, someone worthy of your love and admiration. This transformation was not superficial. It required a deep reevaluation of his priorities and a constant effort to grow personally and spiritually. He was determined to overcome his limitations, confront his weaknesses, and develop his strengths. He knew this path would not be easy, but he believed it would be worth it. You were the inspiration he needed to keep moving forward, to fight for his dreams and goals. He saw in you an example of authenticity and strength, something he aspired to achieve. Your presence was a beacon, guiding him through the darkness of his own doubts and fears. He wanted to be by your side, share life with you, and was willing to do whatever it took to make that a reality. This determination gave a new meaning to his days. He began to see the world with new eyes, valuing the small things and seeking authentic and meaningful connections. He wanted to be a better person, not just for you, but also for himself. He desired to live an integral, authentic life full of true love. By your side, he believed anything was possible. He was ready for this journey, aware that it would be long and difficult, but also full of opportunities for growth and transformation. This determination made him wake up every day with a renewed purpose. He started paying more attention to the little things that really matter, the genuine connections that make life worthwhile. He knew that with you, he would find the strength and courage necessary to become the person he always wanted to be. He began to ask himself what really mattered to him, what made him happy. This reflection led him on a journey of self-discovery, where every step brought him closer to his true self. And so he continued, driven by the light of your love, determined to create a bright future by your side. He is deeply in love, even though he doubts himself and thinks he doesn't deserve your love. He sees you on a higher level, as a unique and special person, admiring your authenticity, purity of spirit, and the way you live with purpose. Your presence in his life caused a profound change. He began to question himself, to reevaluate who he is and how he sees himself. Doubt still haunts him, but something inside him says it's worth trying. He is inspired by you every day. Your authenticity is a light that guides his steps, making him want to be more truthful to himself. He sees in you a strength and clarity that he desires for his own life. Despite all the doubts and fears, he feels he needs to follow his heart. Before he met you, he was lost in a sea of superficiality. Your presence brought light and clarity to his thoughts and actions. The changes he underwent were not easy, but they were necessary for him to grow and develop as a person. He understood that he needed to change to be worthy of you and the love he felt. Even after this transformation, the fear of not being good enough still haunts him. This fear consumes him, making him constantly doubt if he is enough for you. He feels a deep connection with you and is trying to reconnect with his spiritual side, seeking to understand and improve himself. This connection he feels goes beyond the physical. It is spiritual, emotional, and deeply significant. He is deeply in love, but fears that you do not share the same feelings. This fear paralyzes him, preventing him from fully expressing what he feels. He does not see himself as an acceptable option for you. He believes you are an unattainable star in the sky, while he is just an observer. This distorted view of himself creates a barrier that he tries to overcome every day. Each day is a battle, but also an opportunity to grow and become stronger. He feels attracted to your spirituality, to your way of seeing the world with clarity and purpose. Your presence is like a beacon, guiding him through the darkness of his insecurities and fears. He believes that being with you will allow him to find the peace and fulfillment he has never experienced before. Insecurity and fear of rejection are still significant obstacles for him. He knows he needs to be brave, face his fears, and open his heart to you. If this situation resonates with you, perhaps it is time to take the first step and start a conversation. He really wants to be with you, but his insecurity prevents him from taking the initiative. He needs a sign, a gesture that shows you are also willing to explore this connection. Starting this conversation might be exactly what he needs to overcome his insecurities and realize that he truly deserves your love. Taking this initiative could be crucial to unlocking the potential of this relationship. This is an invitation for him to open his heart and share his true feelings without fear of judgment or rejection. Have you ever felt like this, wanting someone to take the initiative? He is waiting, hoping you will take this step. This conversation could be the beginning of something deep and meaningful, where both of you can grow and support each other. Remember, sometimes the first step is the hardest, but also the most important. Giving him this chance will allow him to see that true love is built on acceptance, understanding, and the courage to be vulnerable. Perhaps he will discover that despite his doubts and fears, he has much to offer and that this spiritual connection is strong enough to overcome any obstacle. He has already undergone many changes since you entered his life. Your presence brought light and clarity to his thoughts and actions. He understood that he needed to change to be worthy of you and the love he feels. But even after this transformation, the fear of not being good enough still haunts him. He sees in you a light that guides his steps, making him want to be more truthful to himself. Your authenticity is a daily inspiration. He wants to be worthy of your love, but this journey is not easy. Each day is a new challenge, a new opportunity to grow and become stronger. Do you realize the impact you have on him? How your presence transforms and inspires him. He is willing to face his fears, to confront his insecurities head-on. He wants to be someone you can be proud of, someone worthy of your love. So, if you feel there is something special between you two, don't let the opportunity slip away. Starting this conversation could be the key to unlocking a deep and lasting love. Show him that together you can overcome any difficulty and that true love is a journey worth taking. He is there, full of feelings he cannot fully express. Maybe he is afraid, maybe he feels insecure, but he is waiting for a sign. A simple gesture from you can make all the difference. Have you ever wondered what it would be like if you really gave this connection a chance? He sees in you something he has never found in anyone else. Your presence brings a sense of peace and purpose that he has never experienced before. He believes that by your side, he can find the happiness and fulfillment he has been seeking. Have you ever felt that impulse to do something, to take a risk, to see where this connection might lead? Maybe this is the opportunity for both of you to find the happiness you have been searching for. Let go of your insecurities, leave fear behind, and give this love a chance. He is trying, day by day, to become the best version of himself. He wants to be someone you can be proud of, someone who can stand by your side through good times and bad. He wants to show that he can be strong, that he can be vulnerable, and that he can truly love. Do you see the impact you have on his life? How every word, every gesture from you, inspires and motivates him to be better. This is the beauty of true love. It is about growing together, facing challenges together, and finding happiness together. So, what are you waiting for? May God and the universe illuminate your steps, guiding you on a path of peace, love, and faith. Amen. Let your spirit absorb these words and allow them to find a deep resonance within you. The universe wishes the best for you and guarantees a positive outcome, regardless of the path you choose. This confidence should be your guide, directing every decision with security and tranquility. Right, nothing and no one will stop me on my path, already determined by God and confirmed by the universe, to receive this message and the blessing it contains. Let's spread positivity and kindness to one another, together creating waves of positive energy that reverberate throughout the universe. This is our calling, to be conduits of change and hope, illuminating the paths of those we encounter. Your active participation is necessary for us to reach more people and touch more hearts. Every comment, like, or subscription helps to expand this network of light and love. Did you know you can find your soulmate? It might be someone you already know or someone who has yet to cross your path. This revelation can bring a new perspective and clarity to your romantic relationships. Click on the link in the description to get the portrait of your soulmate and learn more about this special connection the universe has prepared for you. This experience could be the beginning of a new journey full of personal discoveries and awareness. Let's continue uplifting one another and together creating waves of positive energy. Stay with us to hear about the next important message waiting for you in the next video. May God and the universe illuminate your steps with peace, love, and faith. This is our commitment to support one another and strengthen our spiritual path, so that each of us can fully reveal our potential and live a life full of happiness and purpose. Let's continue this journey of growth and transformation, believing that the best is yet to come. Believe in the power of the universe to make your dreams come true and carry with you the confidence that everything happens for a reason. With faith, love, and determination, you can achieve any goal you set your mind to. Stay connected, get inspired, and be ready to embrace all the miracles life has to offer. May God and the universe always be with you, illuminating your path and filling your heart with joy and peace. Amen.